Hello, good morning, dear students. Myself, Abhinav Jain, lecturer in Computer Department at VPMP Polytechnic College. Today I am going to deliver a lecture of flowchart and algorithm. It is the part of the computer programming, in short, CP. And the code of this subject is 3310701. Okay, and the unit name is this flowchart and algorithm. Objectives: after completing of this video, students will able to learn what is algorithm, what is flowchart, and what is pseudocode. So as our chapter name, or we can say as our unit name, the following topics I will cover in this our whole video, and it is very clear to understand to all that what is the algorithm, what is the flow chart, and what is the pseudocode. Now, what is an algorithm? So first question is arise here. In previously we have read algorithms are different types, but how to implement these algorithms in C language, what are their benefits, what are their disadvantage, and how to use an algorithm in computer programming. So first we have to see, this is initially first discovered by Persian mathematician. Okay, it is a initially discovered and invented by Persian mathematician Muhammad Al-Khwarizmi. Okay, and basically it is a sequential solution of any problem. Okay, suppose sequential solution means then step by step define each and every problem. So we can say a sequential solution of any problem. Okay. Next thing, written in human understandable form. Third one is require a clear understanding of the problem. So we conclude all these topics, all these points. It means first, it is a sequential procedure, or we can say step by step. All we algorithms writes in a steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, and last step we terminated by exit or stop. Okay, suppose I am starting step 1 and totally I have 10 steps, so I will write like that. Step 1 is start. Okay, always step 1 is start, initialization. Okay, or we can say initialization. Step 1 is initialization or start, and step 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And last and final step, we have to write exit or stop. It means that we have to cover all the procedure 1 to 10 steps. Next, as I explained, the first steps is we declare always start. And here the example is in front of us, sum of two numbers. Okay, in C programming language, it is a practical program and which is sum of two numbers, two integer numbers, and display their result on screen. So we have to write here the algorithm of sum of two numbers rather than a program. So we have to consider first algorithm. So as I told earlier, that step 1 is always with start, or we can say initialization. So we write here is start. Step 2 is how many variables we are taking to making this program. So we are using two variables. So step 2 is declare for the variables we are using in the program. So enter two numbers in A and B. Okay. Actually, what we have to do, we have to do, we have addition of two numbers and store in a third variable. So two variables are here, A and B. As I written in step 2 and step 3. After adding of two numbers A and B and store in third variable C. So step third, what recommend? Add A and B. Both the value A and B are add, and this adding value store in the C. Now second last step, display C. Now the sum of A plus B store in C. Now the display the value of addition. So display here we C. And as we know, the last step, our end, or we can say exit, or we can say stop. Anything we write here. Okay, so I write here is end. You can also write here exit, or you can also write here is stop. So these are the some basic example of writing an algorithm. What is the benefit of writing an algorithm? Because the writing of an algorithm is a easy process to understandable the complex program. Okay. Now next, some properties of algorithms. Why we write algorithm? First thing is it is a finiteness. Okay, it is recommended as a finiteness. Second thing is properly defined. Properly defined means properly defined step-by-step solution of problem. Because we are writing a algorithm in a steps, step 1, 2, 3, and so on. So it is a properly defined input and output, input and output. As the previous example, we are saying A and B, we are entering as a input, and C is a here addition of two numbers. Okay. Effectiveness, yeah, it is very effective to understand to any complex problem. It is very, very effective. Independent to any other programming language. Yes, it is a one more important part, because it is independent from all the programming languages. It doesn't mean that you are writing your code in C language or C++ or .NET, but we separately write our algorithm in our own language. So it is a platform independent. Some advantage and disadvantage of algorithm we can see easily. Very easy to write. Yes, it is very easy to write because it includes some English sentence, and we write in our own language. So it is very easy to write, to understand the steps, but it is a time consuming. Okay. Suppose our problem is so big and we have to write some steps of an algorithm, then we have to write more and more steps. So it is a time consuming. It will take long time. So it is a time consuming. It is the one of disadvantage of algorithm. Easy technique to understand logic. Okay. Yes, is logical is very clear. We can read and understand the complex program by the algorithm. So it is the easy technique, because the each topic is divided into steps. Step 1, 2, 3. So the very complex problems convert into a simple solution by an algorithm. But second part is it is difficult to show the branching and looping. In our C program, there are different types of branching and looping and conditions there. There are many loops, for loops, if else, ladder if else, do while loops. Okay. So there is hard to difficult and to show in our steps. So this is another n disadvantage of algorithm. Easy identification of the mistake by non-computer person. Okay, it is a easy task. Okay, it is a easy task if a person is non-technical and not aware about the computer. If he reads the an algorithm, he can understand that what does the program want to say. Okay, if a person doesn't know the C language, he can, if he read the algorithm steps, he can understand that what the program says. So it is very effective technique. But big tasks are difficult to put in algorithms. Okay, but it is a difficult task to put an algorithm into a program. Okay, same same program we cannot define in algorithm. So it is a disadvantage of these things. Now, flowchart. Similar algorithm, the next topic is in our C is flowchart. What is a flowchart? As the name indicate, it is a flow. Okay, flow and chart. So chart is nothing. It is a one of pictorial representation of any problem, or we can say any picturization of any programming language is a flow chart, which is in sequential method. Okay, so what is the definition of a flow chart? It is a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. Previously we have studied about algorithm. Okay, so it is the diagrammatic, or we can say it is a pictorial representation of an algorithm. As we write in previous, in algorithm, step 1, step 2, step 3, and stop or exit. So these are steps represent by the diagrammatic or pictorial notations. Or we can say we are doing here a drawing of the algorithm part. An important programming tool, it is an important programming tool solving a problem using figures. That what the flowchart do, it is the pictorial notation to solving a problem. Different figures have different functions. Yes, different figures have different function and different logics are available there. We will see the example of flowchart and types of symbols are used in flowchart. Some benefits of flowchart: easy to explain, programming language, makes coding effective and faster, effective communication, different symbol used, serve as a documentation, easy to detect, locate and remove bugs in a program. Bugs means any error, any difficulty. So this is all the advantage of flowchart. Now demerits of flowchart, some disadvantages are also available. It is a time consuming and monotonous job. Okay, to draw a flowchart on a notebook, it is a time consuming job. It is a time consuming task because we have to draw with our paper, with pencil and the pen. So it is a time consuming job. Difficult to maintain. Occupy space while documentation. It requires more space to draw our flowchart in a systematic way. Translation to computer program is difficult. Yes, same problem is an algorithm, same problem arise here. So we cannot write our whole program with the help of a flowchart. Same program we cannot convert into a flowchart or a program. Just have see there are different symbols are using to make a flowchart. First one is a rectangular shape. So what is the need of this? It is a compute or process. It is the compute or process. Second one is The rhombus in sign, it is a use for input and output purpose. Third one is third one is a diamond shape. It is a use for decision. What is decision? Whether condition is yes or no, whether condition is true or false, etc. Next one is our connector. Third one is predefined processor, and second last one is our terminal. So we start this terminal start and end. Without this sign, we cannot start our flowchart. So we have to use from the beginning the start, and whenever we end our flowchart, we have to put a terminal as a end. And this up and down, right and left are flow lines there. So these are the basic symbols we are using in a flowchart. It is an example of our previous of algorithm and the making by the flowchart. Here we start because this is the start symbol here. Here we take two input values. So this the rhombus sign is take two values A and B, process sum equal to A plus B, and display sum. Both the sum of A plus B display by here and stop. Here start and stop, we have two symbol. This is the process and this is the input and output. So this is the whole soul of the example of a flowchart. Here we can see we combine this algorithm and this flowchart. Similar, we step one is start. So we put here is start here. Step two, enter number in A and B. It means it is a here input and output. So input and output, we have to use this rhombus symbol. Then add, it means some procedure. So we use this rectangular part. Here C equal to A plus B. Step 4, display C. The display C is here, display C, and end is here end. End is here, start and end are same sign. Okay. So this is the algorithm combining with flowchart. Some advantage I previously explained, easy to draw, but it is a time consuming. It is a time consuming, easy technique to understand logic, difficult for modification, because you are drawing, if you complete your flowchart and if you think that any mistake, then you have to create the whole flowchart again and again. So it is a very time consuming task. Next one is pseudocode. What is pseudocode? Pseudocode is an artificial and informal language that help programs develop algorithm. Pseudocode is a text-based detail design tool. Pseudocode in a C, a simple way to write a programming code in English. Example, how to write our pseudocode. For example, if student grade is greater than or equal to 60, then print pass, else print failed. It is a simple combination of English syntax. Okay, I think you have to all understand the part of algorithms, flowchart, and pseudocode. Thank you.